So, you haven't been here in a while, Quinn.
No.
Things are different.
Yeah, I heard you sucked.
Yeah, I total party killed. And there are optional rules that in some Nuzlocke runs would say, that's the game over, that's done. I don't think that was one of the rules we put in place, and if it was an optional rule, and I'm going to continue going. But I'm going to continue going, following the...
I'm going to see if I can find the rules that you set.
I'm going to continue going per the rules that we did have. And I want to explain my party because there's some things to go on here. When I went to my box, I forgot that I had the Murkrow, and at the time it was whatever sprout was, I don't remember. Now it's a Roselia, or is it Roserite? Roselia or Roserite. It's one of those. But that's not enough to go with. And then I remembered where we got our starting Pokemon was not a location that we made a catch. So I went all the way back there, and I got my Bidoof, and per the joke I made, because it's the quote that my mind went to when I lost what had become my favorite Pokemon, which was the Zubat, Bruce. I went through, I made a joke, and so I got a Bidoof. Now, the other ones, Epona, the Ponyta, I had to go farther into the game to find the patch of grass to get this one. But it is a new location catch, Route 211. And then back in the forest, which you weren't here for once again, there is an old building that I didn't have access to at the time, that I went back and I caught a Ghastly. And then I had caught a Magikarp and trained it all the way up to evolving. And that is to explain the party as to why it is what it is and why it has changed. And as far as I'm concerned, Bidoof is now my canonical team leader.
On the other hand, let's go over your old rules. Because I have them.
Alright.
Let's see here. Start at the beginning. Any Pokemon that faints or is considered dead and must be released or put in the Pokemon storage system.
They're all in the storage system.
You followed that.
Yep.
The player may only catch the first wild catchable Pokemon encountered in the area.
We have the Duke's Claws, but that's, yeah.
Yes.
And I've been doing that.
Player must nickname all their Pokemon.
I've been struggling with that, but currently everything has a nickname.
Player may not voluntarily reset and reload the game.
I did that, but still considered all of those deaths canon and put them in the box afterwards. I panicked in the moment and I had reset the game, but I still counted all of those deaths that I had just lost from the TPK, and I put them in the box.
So you kind of broke the rules, but the result was the same.
Yes.
Shame.
Basically, I broke time, but because all things must be as they are, I had to take my Pokemon out back and old yeller them.
I love that you panicked about a Pokemon game.
Look,
and broke your rule.
It was an emotional moment. I was willing to accept every loss except Bruce, and that's the one that broke me.
Legendary Pokemon may not be used.
I have access to 2 legendary Pokemon. I have not used them, and I haven't even gone to pick them up currently. I'm going to because I want them on the file, but...
What Pokemon?
A Mew and a Celebi.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
Yep, you have the Dupe's Claws.
No, it's a Mew and a Jirachi, my bad.
You have the Dupe's Claws, and you also have fishing encounters are separate encounters from field encounters.
As are trees, they would be in the same, like, etc. thing. What was that? What was the next one?
Fishing encounters are separate encounters from field encounters. Surfing encounters also fall under this rule.
Yeah, so in each area, it's one or the other. So I could do fishing, I could do surfing, but only one of those. Only one of those for a subsequent thing. There's also, like, event Pokemon are not voiding the wild in the area.
I just wanted to go over the rules you set and show that you didn't break them. Well, I don't want to take up all this time.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go...
Then we found out you did break them.
Hey, Halo Master Chief. Yeah, I did technically break the rules, but I immediately went back and did everything I could to make that as true as I had to.
Still broke the rules.
You know, you're right.
And I'm not going to let you live that down.
Yeah, you're right. Now, I'm coming in here with a hopeful strategy.
Don't die.
Something that's strategy number 1. That's plan A.
You're also several levels higher
than this one. But my other team was almost exactly where this team is at. They avoided my attack.
Bruce was your Zubat, right?
Yes.
Oh, I know why he's named Bruce. It took me a second to figure that one out.
Are we just not going to hit anything? That's 2 turns of both attacks missing.
Well, try to not suck. Does
Alright,
Bidoof
well,
evolve?
This is the evolution. I caught a Bidoof and it evolved into B-Barrel?
Whatever the hell that is.
It's that thing.
I don't like it, but I like that it's your main.
You like that the fluffy unknown ball of anguish
Beaver thing?
Yeah. Is my new main.
Man, there's so many jokes you could have went with the beaver. And you went with Skywalker.
You know what?
I'm mildly disappointed now.
Yeah, go ahead and be disappointed. Alright. I'm really hoping I don't lose here, and I don't lose my B-Barrel, because I have locked myself into a moveset. Okay, there we go. Done. That was the trade-off of my strategy. Is that move gets stronger every time it hits, but I can't swap. If I do, it gets weaker. It starts that whole cycle over. And I can't have any actions in between. The option is removed from me.
Oh, okay.
So, either that worked or it didn't. That was kind of the game plan there.
I also like that she only has one limb that isn't fully closed, and she chose the leg.
In some parts of the world, that might have been a reason to ban this game.
But like, how weird is that? Like, I've seen people do the arm.
Yeah. Look, there are some people who, when they
Richard
sleep,
says, "Hey,
they
dudes."
Hey, Richard. So we got Halo Master Chief and Richard stopping in. I just got revenge on the team that wiped me out last time.
How'd they take out all your Pokemon?
I failed miserably. I got distracted, and I was talking about anime, and then I didn't pay attention that I got mean-looked into keeping my Pokemon into a field that I was constantly cycling back and forth healing. And got caught off guard, and next thing I know, it was just a chain of destruction. I did everything I could to push it out as far as I could, but...
That was just... I'm just saying that's one Zubat.
Yeah?
And you...
No. I took out the Zubat. It was the skunk that...
Oh, the skunk. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The Zubat was the one that locked me in. So that even after I beat the Zubat, I was down one of my key Pokemon. Because they can swap too. I don't remember the overall event that took place, but I was doing pretty good. And then that mean look threw off my back and forth healing up strategy, and that was it. I was done.
That was terrible.
It hurt. It hurt emotionally.
It better.
Gee, thanks, Quinn. love being able to turn to my brother for the support and, let's be honest, sibling things. You're gonna kick me in the ground.
I was gonna say, it's pretty stupid to look to me for support.
I should have realized what I was setting myself up for long before I did.
I am your little brother. The only support that you can rely on is that when you're on crutches, I kick them out from under you.
The support of reliability. That's all I get.
Yeah.
Not that I can rely on you, but you are reliably firm into where you are.
Yeah.
Okay, we're picking out our bike color. Red, blue, yellow, green.
Yellow.
Yellow? Alright.
It's my favorite color.
I actually don't hate that. Goes good with the backpack. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go with the yellow bike. A shocking yellow.
I was talking to our store designer the other day.
What does a store designer do? Like design the floor space, or
No, design. So when we put merchandise out, she matches accessories with it. She matches tables with couches.
okay, so she's the reason that they always have all that weird extra stuff around that is available to buy, but nobody would because it's ridiculously priced.
Don't say nobody would, because someone just spent. I worked with someone who spent $2,800 on accessories.
Okay, most people wouldn't.
$2,800 on artwork, figures, throw
I wanna
blankets,
get
pillows. Now, Halo Master Chief did ask, what rule did you break? And that was resetting.
Yes, I lost a team, and I turned the game off, and I loaded back, and it did load me in before the fight, but I still considered all of the Pokemon I lost in that fight dead, and had to move on.
So the way that worked is that he broke the rule, but the result was the same, of having the team completely gone.
Right. Alright, so I got my bike on there, because I'm going to need to use that bike quite a lot.
So I'm less angry about that.
I think this is the guy? Yes, we now have access to the underground.
Oh, yeah!
And there is something particularly special about the underground.
It's the underground.
Well, first of all, yes, it's the
You're
underground.
gonna diggy hole.
And
Diggy hole, or whatever that was.
I played on my personal file finally. Started it up on Pearl. And I got to this point in the game. And I haven't left this town yet. I just keep digging in the underground. Alright, he's got to show us how to work the kit.
Dude, I'm so mad that they didn't continue this.
It was such a good idea. Forgot our character's name was Ragnar.
Oh, yeah.
We are the darkest individual to ever have that name. We're gonna earn it.
On the other hand, I kind of stopped watching that show.
Really? Did it get bad?
No. I switched shows. I'm now watching The Chosen.
What's The Chosen?
That's that Jesus show I was telling you about.
Oh,
It's
okay,
the story of Jesus Christ, which, as someone who's not even religious, I still find the show really, really good.
So I want to make one thing clear. I have access to one catchable Pokemon down here per the rules, because all of the underground is its own thing.
Yeah,
And
but
in this one, there are Pokemon to catch. But they're randomly around. Each one of those squares will be a different biome.
wait. Does fossil Pokemon count the same way as
No,
catching the
because I have
Pokemon?
to go their event. I still have to take them somewhere and get them made real. So it would be within the area that I went to go get them. But yes, I would only get one of them.
Richard did say that the underground was my second favorite thing about the original Diamond and Pearl. My favorite was the the game corner, which was unfortunately removed in the remakes.
Yes, which is a shame. What happened with the game corner is, back in the day, it wasn't as criminal to have gambling represented in your games if they were going to be rated E. And so the early Pokemon games had various mechanisms that worked that way. They removed them. I'm pretty sure it was for legal reasons in Europe. I might be wrong. Oh, come on. I've got to be able to... There we go. So that's why they're all removed from other game entries. Was that it? All right, one more item somewhere in here. And
Up top.
Yep, I see it. Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh, bottom, you see it.
Bottom?
Left, underneath the blue. You can see the corner of it.
No, that's a bad area.
That was a bad area?
Yeah, see? It
Oh.
it just gave me the sound effect of why'd you hit this, you dumb idiot. Which is fair criticism.
So then it's gotta be... What's in the middle?
Right here?
What's in the middle?
That's the same thing. I think. Yep.
Yeah, damn it.
All right. Well, I don't know
was.
what it was or where it was. But yeah, gambling isn't allowed in games while still maintaining an E rating. And so if they were to put those in the games anymore, it would bump Pokemon as a franchise which relies heavily on being able to sell their games to kids, because that's the largest market share by far.
Yeah.
People in their 30s and children.
I think that's stupid, though. I think it's stupid because there's a difference between loot crates and gaming that
yeah, you have a mini game.
You literally can't put money into.
Yes, I agree. But they didn't want to represent gambling in any form. I think
Losers.
it's dumb, but you know, the Europeans tend to be soft anyways.
That's why they lost a war.
That was the reason. I'm not even going to disagree.
I was going to say, what are you going to say otherwise, Ian?
I was thinking of some way to try to back that up, but I didn't. Didn't have anything. Alright, so in this version, you know what's funny? They removed gambling, but you know what they brought in? Loot boxes.
What? I mean, loot boxes in itself are okay. That's actually kind of dope looking.
Yeah, you get statues, and in your secret base, you can put the statues, and it will increase the chance of finding whatever Pokemon that statue is of.
Gotcha.
Again, one of those things that they added that's really kind of cool.
Well, and
I'm only going to do a few more of these spots, because...
This was by far my favorite thing.
Yeah, this was awesome. And it's such a... It's almost like a puzzle minigame. And it really feels like you get to be more involved than just hope you get lucky.
You know what this is really, really similar to? Minesweeper.
Yeah, kinda. I can see that. Oh, we got a bug. I'm down for the bug.
I like bugs.
I need to get a good bug Pokemon on my team, because I don't have one right now, and I like bug Pokemon. I think in this version we can get a Scyther. It might be Pearl.
I wonder if that gambling law affected Sonic and all. They had the casino stages, which were always cool ones.
I don't know, because I think they could.
That's the bug Pokemon you got. That's stupid. That's
agree.
a grass type, clearly.
Anyways, I'm gonna back out of here and head back to the main game. Anyways, what was I gonna say? The Sonic Adventures, at least. Oh wait, no, I think he's talking about the Sonic gambling games in general, because classic Sonic also had casino stages. I was gonna say in Sonic Adventure there was a thing that
Scyther is in this one.
Is in this one?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So I'm probably gonna figure out if there's a way for me to catch a Scyther in the underground, because that's a reliable, I can make that happen by running into it moment.
Choose Scyther. Oh, because running into that one.
Yeah, because in that
I was about to say, how are you
can
going to
see
choose
them.
a Scyther over Kabutops?
But Kabutops is
a fossil.
yeah, which
So,
I can,
so that's why it's different.
yes.
But that's why I said I was going to ask that question, but it brought it up. Right,
All right, I'm gonna put Ponyta up front.
I'm just saying Kabutops is by far my favorite.
You like the false god?
Yeah.
The thing about
The
Kabutops.
false god. I don't know that joke.
Are you familiar with?
Oh! Wow! God!
Yeah, I was going way
wow!
back.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going way back.
You're talking Twitch does Pokemon.
Yes. Twitch plays Pokemon, whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it was all
fossil.
of the random. Yep, the Helix Fossil. Helix Fossil was the
Wow.
the true god or whatever, and then the Dome Fossil
Was that this
the
game?
false god.
Was that this game or a different Pokemon game?
That was the original Pokemon Red and Blue that they did.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow. That's going way back.
I don't know the age of Richard and Halo Master Chief. I wonder if they were if they're even aware of that. There was at one point
I remember when I was obsessed with that. All Helix Fossil.
Yeah. And then you had Bird Jesus.
Yeah.
I remember the starter was just screaming. Like, that was the name. You'd send it out and you would just scream at people.
Wow. I legit completely forgot that was a thing.
I actually have a ROM hack. I think it's for Fire Red. That is based on that moment. I've been wanting to play it, but...
Now, the gamer from Mars did a whole video on the original Twitch Plays Pokemon thing.
Yeah?
Richard said that's his favorite video by him.
Richard did what?
Said that was his favorite video of...
By who? I missed the context there.
That gamer from Mars.
Okay, yeah. Another YouTuber, of which I think I've heard of that name.
I know the name. I never watched his content a whole lot. I don't remember why. I think maybe he was not a very... if I remember correctly, and Richard can either agree or disagree, tell me if I'm wrong or not. If I remember correctly...
Disagree. Quinn needs to be chopped down a peg or two.
The way he presents himself... There's no way Richard can do that.
No mortal man can achieve that.
Yeah, or some gamer from Mars. But no, if I remember, that gamer from Mars was always monotoned in a sense, like bland with the way he presents things.
Okay. I don't usually have as big of a problem with that. The big thing I dislike is... And it's part of the reason that I couldn't watch PewDiePie at all back in the day.
Fake excitement?
Fake excitement.
Well, because you watched Jacksepticeye, and that's all he is.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, Jacksepticeye was a channel I went to just to fill a void. It wasn't... I rarely watched anything from Jacksepticeye and was just like, I'm watching this because I want to watch Jacksepticeye. It was kind of more like, I'm watching this because nothing else was appealing to me at the moment.
Yeah, Jacksepticeye is something I watched very rarely. Now, Markiplier, on the other hand, I watched intermittently. Like, I would go, like...
Markiplier, when he does a series of videos, quite often I'm very much entertained.
Like, I loved their streaming of The Forest.
The Forest was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
That was probably one of the best things he's done recently as far as consistent, like, play it through series.
And
I've got to say,
what was that?
Originally, when he first started doing collaboration videos way back in the day, and I think this was so far back, he did like Minecraft with them. That's how far back this goes. With Bob and Wade.
Yeah.
They bounce off of each other so well. But there was a period somewhere in the middle. And I wonder if it had something to do with the tour that they were doing around that time. That when they did collaborations within that frame of reality, it just wasn't as entertaining.
Their PUBG videos are also really funny.
Yeah. I don't think that has anything to do with any one of them, not being entertaining. It was just... Maybe it was like Burnout or something. Could have been.
Probably. Also, what was that channel that he made that he then deleted?
Oh, that was with Ethan. That was the Unisonis.
Yeah. Because I know that they don't want it to be done, but people have uploaded some of their episodes, and I watched the one of them doing the escape room.
Yeah, that one was hilarious too. Yes,
that was the problem with the reason I never got into Unisonis was because it was like one phenomenally hilarious episode and like 5 or 6 crappy ones.
One of my favorite ones was because it almost, I don't know if it was real or not. It was such a good skit that if it was fake, I would believe it was fake. Because a part of me just wants to be, to say, like, a part of my brain just wants to say nobody in their 30s could be that
Oh,
dumb
you're
on
talking about
tools.
how? Yeah.
That Ethan never worked with tools. Like you can be unfunctioning and not good.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, but there was something special there.
You know what I hate?
I don't have this guy, and he's the one I enjoy. He has the big mustache.
What are we gonna name him?
I need Reginald. It's a female. I can't go with that.
She has a mustache. So,
okay, you know what?
Let's Pringles.
This is a dangerous territory. I like Pringles. The second you have a female Pokemon with a mustache, I run into a wall. How do I navigate this one? How do I not just like blow myself up? Do I name it what I'm gonna name it anyways and just scream Allahu Akbar?
Where did that come from?
Blow myself up?
Okay, I was gonna say you really.
Like I'm reaching deep here.
Yeah, you are. Wow.
I'm not just scraping the bottom of a barrel anymore. Alright, I need to be somewhat careful because...
No, you're scraping the bottom of your explosive vest.
You know what? Yeah. I think this Pokemon has access to the move Fury Cutter, and that's one of those moves that gets stronger the more it's used. So, if I don't catch it quick enough, I might just have to kill it.
But then you can't catch anything else in the area.
Yeah.
Take advantage of this, Ian.
But I don't want to lose.
Pokeball.
I don't want to lose my my Pokemon.
Catch your damn Pokemon.
Alright, let's heal up. Maybe I should just throw the Great Ball. I think we're beyond Pokeballs at this point. Pokeballs are no longer reliable.
No, just use all your Pokeballs. You can just buy more.
I literally have a code over there that will just give me 100 Pokeballs.
Yeah.
And I don't think that breaks any of the rules as established. It's kind of dumb and I'm not a fan of it, but...
Wow!
It just doesn't give a shit. Do I have anything that can, like, put it to sleep, or... Stonix won't do it. Oh, Stun Spore. But it's a bug type. I can't send that one in. Yawn. That'll work. Skywalker, once again, coming in clutch. Oh, I haven't brought this up yet. But
Halo says he wishes he could battle Mewtwo in these Pokemon games.
There are options out there for like free ways to play Pokemon stuff and battle each other. They're like internet browser stuff.
How do you get Mewtwo in this game if you can't battle him?
Wait, did I mishear the question?
I wish you could battle Mewtwo in these Pokemon games.
Oh, Mewtwo is in this game.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, how could you catch him if you can't battle him?
Well, in this remake so far, it sounds like they're only doing the Pokemon that were available up to this generation.
Mewtwo isn't?
Yes.
So
he's somehow available either by catching or importing from prior games.
Ah, importing would be kind of cheesy. Dude,
I did not understand.
I am
the
still
question.
so mad about my spiky-eared Pichu. And I am mad about my shiny Ekans that I caught in the original Pokemon game, which I don't even think had shinies in. But when
you transferred it to Gold and Silver, it was shiny.
It did have shiny, and then I transferred it again, and it took away the shiny.
I don't know why, but yeah, I remember that.
Like, how awesome is that I caught a shiny Pokemon before shiny existed?
Very rare. Some people did do that. I remember back in the day that they had a magazine you could subscribe to that was all Nintendo stuff. It was Nintendo Power. And during the era of Gen 2, it used to be that you could fan submit stories and things that have happened. And somebody had in their copy of Red, Blue, or Yellow, I don't remember which. I should have used regular potions, whatever. A shiny Mewtwo that they didn't know was shiny, not because of the transferring thing. I think it was. I think the reason they had a picture to put with it was they had submitted a picture from the Pokemon Coliseum 2, or not Coliseum. It wasn't Coliseum. Stadium. Pokemon Stadium 2. They had a shiny in their red and blue cartridge. One using it in that game was shiny Mewtwo.
That's cool. I remember you also told me about the Snorlax.
Yes, I had a bugged Snorlax. There was a.
I tried so hard to recreate that bug.
There was a glitch you could do back in the day, where you could, back in the day being like legitimately red and blue, where you could get, and it was based on the last Pokemon you fought before you went to some location. And you could ride the side of Cinnabar Island, and you would get a certain Pokemon to come up as a wild encounter. It was a pretty involved glitch, but then you could also capture them higher than level 100. And if you also did the glitch where you get in almost infinite, you got like a couple hundred rare candies. You could take that Pokemon that was above level 100, keep leveling it up, because there was an eventual threshold where if you fought something above level 100 and you finished the fight, it would just bump you back down to level 100. But there was eventually like some small window of a couple levels where that didn't happen. And I had at that point, I pumped it full of the not protein, HP ups. It had a bunch of HP ups. It had several other things going on. Point is, it had acquired a broken level of HP. And when it would have fainted in a battle that I was in, it actually broke, reset its health bar, and it just went off screen. Like it just kept going.
Now, Richard has a good story here. My brother once found a shiny Ponyta when he was borrowing my copy of Pokemon Silver. When he saw it, he thought something was wrong with the game and turned it off.
Oh my god, and that sucks because shiny Ponyta is fucking gorgeous. I think that's the Blue Fire one?
Yeah. Is it still white body?
It's a lighter body. I don't know if it's white.
Because it'd be kind of cool if it was black.
I think
That'd be like
Rapidash. I think Rapidash is Black Fire.
No, not Black Fire.
No,
I'm saying black body with Blue Fire.
Okay. I don't remember if Rapidash is Blue Fire still or if it gets darker.
That was weird. I didn't like that.
The tail whip?
Whatever that move by Ponyta was.
Yeah, it was something with its tail. Look, it's got a big flaming tail.
The other thing is that Halo Master Chief found out that Mewtwo is in this game.
Yes, Mewtwo is in this game. You catch him through some special event. I don't know anything about that yet.
Richard said, I think it's with the slates that you get later in the game.
It might be. I think he's right, but I'm thinking of something different. This is the era where they had Arceus. And Arceus, you would put, I think they were plates on it, and that would determine its
Is this
element.
one, it was Arceus and not Arceus, or whatever they changed it to?
I will forever call it Arceus because I subscribe to the video game rule that in video games, where it's not pronounced, you can argue all day long until it's made canon by the people behind the game. And the first game that ever announced that Pokemon's name pronounced it Arceus. It was Pokemon Battle Revolutions. You send out Arceus, the announcer calls it Arceus. I don't care what anybody says about the origin or the ethos or the name meaning or any of that shit. The rule of thumb for games for generations
don't
back...
pause the game just because you're on a rant.
I'm on a rant here. Going all the way back to like early Final Fantasy games, people were just like, oh my god, what are all these gods? I don't know how to pronounce this shit. And you would wait for eventually somebody, a developer, somebody, to give the proper name. And this predates the movie. This predates a bunch of other shit. So the Western name for that Pokemon was Arceus.
I prefer Arkansas, but okay.
Now, eventually, the story goes, they changed that pronunciation because of the name arse within it, and British people were having a laugh about it being so close to ass. So they said, "Oh, we're gonna rework the pronunciation and make it Arceus," and it works out all the same because of the name origin of all that, so on.
Richard does say that Rapidash still has blue fire. They don't have black bodies, but he agrees that would be pretty badass.
It would. Be. That's
I will
why
say
I want it to be now.
I will say the red Gyarados is probably one of the best shinies.
Also, the fact that it was a
Charizard.
shiny that was given to you, but also looked hella cool, was part of a story narrative. That one just worked itself into the gameplay so well.
Yeah.
On top of that, it just looked cool.
Same thing with the black Charizard. That looks really cool.
Also, the fact that a Magikarp before that is legitimately gold, which is extra funny because that is, in the Pokemon anime, James was sold a painted gold Magikarp.
Ian,
What?
have you ever seen Pokemon Mewtwo first movie and the second movie Mewtwo Returns?
First, okay, here, hold up. Who asked that?
Halo. Have
Halo?
you ever seen that movie?
Have I seen that movie? I own the VHS. I
think
have
you
digital
killed
copies.
I think you killed the first VHS.
Yeah,
you owned.
I've had 3 copies of that VHS.
Of course you have.
I loved that movie as a kid.
Ugh.
Anyways, so yes, I've seen the first movie. The second movie is not a movie. It is considered a special. Because the next movie is Pokemon the Movie 2000.
Man, I'm really disappointed. I didn't remember what the shiny Venusaur looks like, and it's trash.
Shiny Venusaur's not that good, no.
Man, shiny Blastoise sucks too. He had some great potential.
A lot of the early shinies were quick palette swaps based on some mathematic whatever. So, like, actually AIs made those ones.
Well, AIs are dumb.
It wasn't until later that some human hands got involved into what made a shiny Pokemon a shiny Pokemon. Anyways, the going back to the Pokemon movie for a second. Have you seen the starting point of the Pokemon movie? The first Mewtwo one, where they're in a forest and they're going to get the DNA code or whatever they found, the fossil of Mew.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I think, possibly the second. It's tied for the darkest Pokemon has ever gotten. And I'm only arguing the emotional hit for that on par with Ash's died twice.
The shiny
Ash has canonically in Pokemon died twice.
The shiny Sandslash looks cool.
Yes, it does.
Ninetales.
In that movie, Ash dies. Everybody knows that. He got turned to stone. But there's also an episode before he goes to fight Sabrina where he goes into a tower and finds all 3 of the ghost Pokemon at the time, Ghastly, a Haunter, and a Gengar. No joke, those 3 ghost Pokemon kill Ash and Pikachu.
Oh,
they
that's right,
legitimately die, and they rip the souls from his body. And it's only because they're ghost Pokemon and Pokemon don't have to follow any rules or laws of anything that they put the spirit back into them.
Rapidash is purple fire.
That's pretty dope, though. Hold up, can I see? That's why I thought it was black, though, is it's darker.
I'm going through everything now.
But that's very nice.
The Gengar is
Skywalker
just
up
a muted color. That's
Yeah, there's a
stupid.
lot of them that are muted. You want to see one that's absolutely hilariously terrible?
I'm going through them all.
This generation, was this Generation 4? I think it was Generation 4. If you look up
Don't stop playing.
Garchomp and then the shiny Garchomp,
Don't stop playing.
I'm deciding what I'm going to do here, Quinn.
Purple Lapras is cool.
Put Arthur in the
Purple
second.
Vaporeon is cool.
Yeah. The shiny Garchomp is a hilarious. If you look at it at a glance, there is nothing different between the two.
Yo, actually, maybe you should get the Omastar. The Omanite as your
Yeah, because it's the water rock one with the spike wheel.
Yeah. It just reminds me of my favorite animal, so.
Okay, yeah. I can see why. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I think both of my Pokemon are water type. Let me check. Yeah, both of my Pokemon. I picked poorly. Well, let me swap Skywalker in with, Epona? Alright, and then the other one should be a little easier. I can go,
Wow.
I'm gonna go Pinky.
Shiny Pichu is hardly noticeable.
I'm not surprised, but, you know, once again, back in that day, Pichu had some brown.
Yo, but Politoed looks like cotton candy. Oh, I forgot how cool Umbreon was.
Umbreon, God, which one is Umbreon? Oh, that's the black and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a shiny. That's the evolution. You're bringing up all of this Pokemon stuff, and I keep having to, like, dig deep in my brain, which, you know what's
Isn't
terrible?
very big anyway.
Yeah, well, you know what's terrible?
Your brain.
Yes. When we do a live stream,
Ho is actually kind of cool.
and I'm trying to think back on...
Looks like he has a chef's hat.
Ho-Oh? Yeah. Anyways, when I try to think back and pull information for stories I'm trying to share or whatever, I do so much, like, having to stop and think hard on stuff, and oftentimes I'm just like, oh, well, you guys know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna move on, because...
Circle back.
Yeah, I'm gonna circle back with this one. You bring up, like, random Pokemon, and my brain's just like, which one, and I cycle through, like, 500 Pokemon in an instant, and I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, I remember that one. But watch me forget a single word that I use regularly, and it never exists. Alright, I'm in a bad spot now.
There's not very many cool ones.
On the plus side, I think I can get away with healing up here.
God, Shiny Groudon looks terrible. Shiny Rayquaza's cool, though.
Was that one like a purple?
No, black and yellow.
For...
Rayquaza?
Oh, I was thinking, Kyogre.
Oh, well, Kyogre's purple. But
That's what I was
Kyogre.
thinking of. Well, I latched onto Groudon and just went with Groudon and Kyogre. They were together, so that's clearly the one you've got to be talking about. No. Rayquaza was, yeah, black and yellow. With, like, red
Black
gums
and yellow,
for teeth.
Black and yellow.
Let's see here. Shiny Umbreon is his favorite shiny for Richard Forrest.
Yeah, I was kind of keeping an eye on it. It's been a second since I've been over there, but they were talking about the movie. They were telling each other how to watch the movies.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of ways to get access to the Pokemon movies. That's the one they're referencing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them's on Netflix.
But if you can, I don't know if they're on Netflix that have the starting point for the first movie. Look for the lost the cut footage of the of going to get the DNA from you, because that gets into some seriously dark topics and gives you a really good example as to why Mewtwo wakes up so confused and enraged and prone to lashing out.
On the other hand, I totally forgot about this Pokemon. How do you pronounce it? Luminion? Luminion?
That was the fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
One of my favorites. It's one of the few, it is literally a water Pokemon. I think it's water flying.
Nope, just water.
Okay. But it can learn Gust.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, shiny Dialga looks cool.
Yeah.
Shiny Palkia looks like Palkia.
I'm not sure, but I think
Shiny
still
Giratina
to
looks
this
cool.
day, there's technically a couple of Pokemon that cannot be legitimately acquired as shinies.
Dude, shiny Victini though. Straight white and red, that's cool.
Yes.
Victini
God, you're
was
in
awesome.
you're in black and white era now.
Sadly. But Victini was awesome.
Yeah, Victini wasn't bad. Black and white had
Wasn't
some pretty
bad. Victini was phenomenal. We are fighting, sir.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just using other words. Yeah, you know what?
No,
And,
you suck.
eh, probably. Anyways.
I totally forgot about Zoroark.
Black and White was...
People freaked out about that Pokemon, didn't they?
About Zoroark?
Didn't they? I thought they did.
What do you recall people freaking out about it over?
Like that was a very popular Pokemon?
Yes. I thought you were getting into they were complaining about it.
Fungus. I forgot about the fungus Pokemon. They were all so awesome.
Was that the one that looked like a Pokeball?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, once again, you're naming off Pokemon. I'm just like, oh, I know which one you're talking about. I can even attribute them. My brain has too much of its processing power dedicated to remembering Pokemon.
You'll never believe this. A shiny Zekrom goes from black to a very, very dark blue.
Okay. I kind of like that, though.
No, it looks like exactly the same.
Oh, it's that dark?
It's like a grayish blue, but it's dark. And like.
Did you come across the Garchomp that I was referencing?
I think I passed that already.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! They have shiny Mega Evolutions.
Yes, and some of them look absolutely awesome.
I don't like that there's two different shiny Charizards.
I think that has to do with the
X
Mega
and Y.
Evolutions. Yeah,
The X and Y. I forgot that there was X and Y evolutions. That was another thing that they need to bring back.
Mega Evolutions need to come back. Mega Evolutions was such a good addition. And the argument that they... Okay.
Dude, the shiny Gengar in Mega Evolution is dope.
Isn't that like pink and white?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so awesome. Anyways.
And holy shit, that Gyarados.
Holy
shit. Look at that Gyarados, man.
Yeah. It's got a big girthy front end.
He's a girthy. It's kind of
I also referenced it to its front end. I'm very lost and afraid of my own statements now. I'm gonna go grab that item up here.
Gosh.
Anyways, Game Freak, the Pokemon company, the people who are making these games, right?
If you have a choice between Pinsir and Heracross, if you choose Heracross, you are wrong. Just so you know.
Okay, hold up. If you're going off of... Heracross was hype as hell when he first came out.
The shiny...
But as time went on, I'm going to agree with you.
Pinsir is just way better in every way.
He looks cooler, but when Heracross first came out, he was kind of a... A lot of people loved him, first of all, just because, oh, he's new. Second of all, he was one of Ash's Pokemon in the anime, so, you know...
But dude, the shiny Kyogre Mega Evolution, Groudon, and Rayquaza Mega Evolutions?
The shiny Rayquaza Mega Evolution was really cool.
Yeah. Weird. Dude, like,
anyways, I'm gonna say this piece.
I don't care. I'm looking at shiny
Game
Pokemon.
Freak gave a reason for why they were getting rid of Mega Evolution in exchange for the Gigantamax in Sword and Shield.
Gigantamax? Shut the fuck up. That's not a thing, is it?
It's a thing. That was Sword and Shield, and they all it did was make the Pokemon. For the vast majority of
Trevenant
Pokemon,
looks cool, but anyway, good.
All it did was make them as large as a stadium. They took up the whole stadium, and you could only use it in some battles, if I remember.
Yveltal looks awesome.
Yveltal is pretty cool. Anyways, there were some specific ways to get certain versions of the Pokemon that did look different when they Gigantamaxed.
Shiny Alolan Mug looks cool.
Oh, they did get rid of it for Sun and Moon. Maybe that's when they got rid of it. Anyways, they kept the Mega Evolutions around for 2 games, right? If I remember right.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Anyways, Game Freak came out and gave a reason as to why they got rid of Mega Evolutions. And their argument was, we're always doing different and new things from generation to generation. In a lot of ways, that's absolutely true. They do change up some things, they introduce new things. A lot of that stuff does carry over. That's how we end up with like new typings and things. But there's a fair argument as to why those remain, but other changes go away. Except they kept that across at least 2 games. it was an absolute fan favorite. And they got rid of it for something that a lot of people, I won't say the majority, but a large enough chunk of people disliked that there was an entire movement around how
Okay,
much people
shiny
hated it.
Mimikyu looks cool though.
Mimikyu in general looks cool, but the thing I love about shiny Mimikyu is it looks the way Pikachu looked back in the day on the original not colored Game Boy. That's the reason it's that color. And you know I'm a big nostalgia buff for going back in time on any of that shit. Mungo, why are you getting loud and mad?
Oh, I forgot about the Galarian Corsola.
Was that the one that's dead?
Yeah.
There is a lot of... Yeah, that's another thing. They keep doing region-specific Pokemon now, and that's gone across from different regions.
Yeah.
So there are things that they come out with that people like and some people dislike. I know a lot of people were angry about the different Pokemon from one region to another. I absolutely love it. I thought it was a very creative way to reuse already created assets. Some of them are hilarious. You know, for every Alolan Vulpix, you end up with an Alolan... what's that one? Executor. And I can't hate on it too much because I know a couple of people who absolutely love that Pokemon. I think they love it for the meme of how absolutely tall it is, but also the dragon typing. I don't want... Do I want to learn Hex? Does Hex do straight
How do you
damage?
pronounce that Pokemon's name?
Eternatus.
Why does he look like a Digimon?
Because he kind of is. It's the best answer I can give you.
He looks like... Do you remember the virus in the Digimon movie?
Yeah?
That's what he looks like, isn't it?
I'm not even going to remotely argue with you.
I'm gonna look that up now.
I think the virus in the Digimon movie had like 3 or 4 forms. Oh shit! Thinking of it. While we're playing a Pokemon game, did you ever... I think you were a fan of these games when they were around. Do you remember Monster Rancher?
Yes.
Where you would train monsters and you'd go fight other ones?
Wow, actually I take that back. The virus...
But you would train them like with actual sports things. You would pick their diet and so on.
Yeah.
So the first 2 Monster Rancher games recently got re-released. They're digital only. They're on the Switch, and I know that they're on the Switch, and I know that they are on the PC. Monster Rancher back in the day was a very interesting idea. They came out on, I think it was the original PlayStation. And if I remember right, and God, maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but as I recall, in Monster Rancher, the monsters were stored on, like, ancient stone tablets, but they were, like, data discs, and they contained the information of the monster.
Alright.
And you would use a mystical location to basically pull that monster out of that data disc thing. That was the concept in the story. But in the game, if you opened up the game disc tray while it was playing, and you put like a music CD in, it would load. Do you remember scanners?
Yeah.
It was kind of like scanners for music CDs. And it would pull a monster off of that music CD. And that was how you could also get new monsters rather than just the keywords.
Which also, by the way, why is scanners not back that everyone has a QR scanner?
Scanners should totally still be a thing. It was a really cool idea, and the fact that you can get better clarity on such small screens again while still having that same core concept.
Well, you can just do it on your phone.
You're right, it could just be an app.
Now, I would much rather have it be its own device again, but that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, nobody's doing... Digimon finally did it. They're bringing those back. Oh, speaking of Digimon bringing that stuff back, I had a moment of realizing just how old I'm getting.
You're talking about Digimon?
First of all, yes, I'm talking about Digimon, therefore I'm already showing how old I am. But I got an ad on YouTube for the new Digimon toy stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
And they referenced how the new Digimon toy works with the original Digimon toy. And the new ones, the new Digimon toys look like a rectangle thing, and you slide some information chip thing into it. I don't know. I'm a boomer. I had different Digimon. I'm sorry.
You're not a real boomer, but okay.
It's true. True that I'm not a real boomer. I mean.
Gosh, well, millennials call themselves boomers.
Point is, I'm making myself old. I'm aging myself way more than I need to. Anyways, they said it's compatible with the original Digimon, which they showed as also being some rectangular device that looked alien to me. The original Digivice.
Did you get the chance to catch Zubat here?
I could ignore the Dupes Clause because the Dupes Clause is purely an option. The question is, do I ignore the Dupes Clause, or do I accept the Dupes Clause and get a new Pokemon in here?
Get a new Pokemon.
As much as I want to get a Zubat to get to a Crobat, I'm of the opinion that Bruce died and I need to accept it. I need to accept the pain and go on with my life. So, you just went through all of the shiny Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite? Oh yeah, this is the guy who's obsessed with destroying the world and making a new one.
It's hard to say which one would be my favorite simply because
that guy looks so old and so angry.
Dude.
And our guy is just out of my way, kid. You're in my way. Just shove him aside. Shove him up. Literally shove him to the floor, up a flight of stairs. And the guy walks past and our character's just like, I don't care what's going on. Everything is smiles. I'm sorry. It was like some sort of not right in the head moment drew my attention. So anyways, we can go back there and catch a Pokemon if we need to.
Yep.
Route 208. This is still a new route, right?
Just so you know.
Yes, this is a new route. There's a Pokemon I can catch here too.
Just so you know, we are at the hour mark.
Do I go forward or do I accept that here?
Well, I can tell you what I want.
Alright, we're going to do a few more matches while we finish your thought that you were getting into about your favorite shiny.
Okay. It depends on so like I think one of my favorite shinies is the Mimikyu one because what a Mimikyu is doing a blacked out like a black and white version of that.
Yeah.
Fits the character perfectly.
Yeah, that's why I love it so much.
But then again, so does the red Rayquaza.
The red Rayquaza?
Not Rayquaza, Gyarados.
Yes.
Because it looks like the
in
Chinese red
the
dragon.
context and the narrative and all of that stuff, those are two very strong showings for just their tie into the franchise.
Yeah.
I would probably agree with the Mimikyu one, but I just adore Mimikyu.
The Umbreon was looks cool and everything. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Gyarados, especially if you allow the Mega Evolution. Okay,
let me just throw this in there. The remake of the game with the red Gyarados still gave you a red Gyarados. That's also the version of the game where you get a spiky-eared Pichu.
Is that this game?
No.
What game is that?
That was the Heart Gold Soul Silver, the remake of Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
And the last thing I'm going to say before we wrap up, my opinion, Heart Gold and Soul Silver is still to this day the best Pokemon has gotten.
X and Y.
X and Y had a fantastic story, but as far as the Pokemon, the extra content...
You think the story was awesome in X and Y?
I actually did. I really liked the story.
I think the story was one of the worst.
I liked a lot of the Pokemon that came out in it, but I really liked the tie-in of the guy who was wandering, just constantly waiting for forgiveness from his Pokemon that he lost during the Great War.
Anyway, let's go ahead.
Anyways, I think that that's probably the strongest Pokemon had been. And it's still, even the remake, in my opinion, is the pinnacle Pokemon right now. That's all I was getting at. My opinion on that, and I do find it funny that I have that opinion, and some of your favorite Pokemon are directly from that era.
Yeah.
Also, the remakes had access to everything up to that point, regardless of whether it came before or after Gold and Silver. Pokemon followed you. You got to interact with your Pokemon. There was just so much great about the remake. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody who stopped in. Richard Forrest, Halo Master Chief, thank you very much. Before I do hit the close button, Quinn, you and I do have to get a copy of and play after we finish the Pokemon Nuzlocke, the new Halo game.
Yes. Yes, we do.
I'm putting that out there that is on my list of things we need to do videos on.